Hello. My first stream back and I start out muted. Isn't that just hello? My first stream back and I start out muted. So many mistakes today, huh? Okay, hi, guys. And I haven't even done my chat yet. Isn't that amazing? Ah, okay, guys. Starting off great. Do not worry. Okay, don't worry. I just realized I have no idea where this one is. Where is the Okay, anyway, hi everyone. It's me. I'm just gonna adjust a few things. Can I just say though, it has been such a long time since I actually am here. It's truly strange to think about like actually being here. You know what I mean? It's like I took like a whole year off of YouTube, and it's just fun to come back with like such a fresh new perspective. So I'm actually really happy that I'm here. I also don't know why I'm like super orangey. Everyone notices that, right? Let's I don't actually know if that's gonna work. But you know what? You know what will work? Not that. Not that, everyone. Not that. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a really good time. Today, happy Halloween. It is Halloween, isn't it? Huh? Isn't that strange to think about the fact that it's Halloween and here I am streaming while probably everyone is out and about trick-or-treating with family and friends. I'll be going to an event tomorrow. That's kind of why I'm doing this today, because like I don't want to be Halloweening and needing to live stream on the same day. So yeah, and honestly, like doing this right now is great because I just feel like it's such a good time. It's literally the last day of Halloween, or October technically, and I am doing my October wrap up, which I haven't done in a really long time. It also doesn't help that I haven't like done anything on my YouTube for like a really long time, but that really doesn't matter, does it? Anyways, guys, I hope you are all doing well. There are so many different plans that I want to do for October, November, actually. It is November tomorrow. I plan on doing a few things. It is NaNoWriMo month, which I know NaNoWriMo is technically disbanded. I know, it's unfortunate. Um, so yeah, I can't believe it. Like, I'm honestly pretty sad. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel strange knowing that like I'm trying to like do things. I'm trying to do a lot of things. I just feel it's really strange and knowing that it's November. I know the days? No, I don't. Weird knowing that tomorrow is November and everything is happening all at once. You ever feel like it's just going a little too fast, time wise? Yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah. Here we go. That only took a long time. It is so strange looking at this. We'll be doing a little fiddling. I'll turn it off for now since it's just kind of there, but can you hear him? Okay, you can't see it, but you can hear. Oh, hello. He's so cute. He's just a cute boy. He's just a teeny tiny boy jumping on the screen on the couch. By the way, let's go life updates because it's been such a long time, a whole year. Things have happened. I'm in a different place from where I was in my last video, and that was because I'm now in Boston. I can validly wear winter clothing now because it's getting cold. Now, I don't know about my American buddies, but this will be in Fahrenheit. It is currently 12 degrees Celsius. I don't know what I just said. For my American buddies, this will be in Celsius because Americans use Fahrenheit. Anyway, it is raining though. It is raining and it's windy. It's windy until tomorrow, which is really surprising. Can we talk about that? Like, something is going on with the weather now. I mean, there's also Hurricane Melissa going on. So a lot of different things are happening in the weather-wise for Boston. And it's all over the place, if you ask me. Anyway, yeah, so my life update, I moved to Boston. I'm working now. I graduated university, which is personally the crazy part for me. Just because I remember starting my channel in high school. Does anybody remember that? I know. My cat is destructive right now. I started this, I think, my junior year of high school, and now I've already graduated high school and graduated university on this YouTube channel. I mean, granted, my senior year, I didn't even film anything, but I'm back now as a working adult. My birthday was last week. It is crazy to know that, it's just crazy, okay, guys? I mean, I feel like I'm at the point where things are a little too fast, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Anyways, yeah, so I'm working now. I've moved to Boston. Also, I got some ear piercings. I have helixes over here. I think my conch I had last time when I was with you guys. I have a vertical helix. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's this dangly guy over here. And this guy is fake. I am just wearing it purely because I want to. However, it's kind of an adjustment period. I feel like it's just like I kind of have to adjust it to really kind of push it up my nose. It's really strange. I don't know why I'm talking about this on camera and fiddling with a fake septum piercing, but it's fake. Am I brave enough to really get a real piercing? Probably not. But yeah, that's my third update. Let's see. Graduating college, finally coming back on YouTube. Crazy. And getting my ears pierced. And yeah, tattoos too, but like I feel like a lot of things I already had last year before I stopped filming, and now that I'm back, it's like I don't know what to talk about anymore. Yeah, that's my life update. What else? I'll be going to an event, Halloween event tomorrow, which is great. I'm thinking about streaming in the morning though, game-wise. I have really wanted to play Tiny Bookshop, which I feel like is just super popular, and I feel like it would be great for this channel because I'm a booktuber and occasionally write. You know what I mean? That would be really, really fun. And I've been watching a lot of streamers play it, so I'm really excited about that. And I know that there are a lot of newer modern references. I think Babel was on there by R.F. Kuang, which is crazy. Like, that sounds really amazing. In the fact that they already have all of these modern books. I don't know about like romances and everything. I think obviously this game is also probably good for kids, so they wouldn't have romances out there like what I would read, but you know, I just like that they have R.F. Kuang on there. I think that's really fun. I don't know other authors, like popular now authors, just because I don't remember. Don't remember. many things, and B, I just haven't watched a lot of videos on Tiny Bookshop, but I definitely want to do that. I think that would be a lot of fun. My cat is going crazy over there. So that is one thing that I really want to do. I want to start playing games on my channel. I feel like that'll be a lot of fun. It's good best of both worlds. I talk about books and sometimes talk about writing. You know, that could be in the book section, and also game. Wouldn't that be a lot of fun? I really want to do that. It'll be just so good. You know, I feel like that is just chef's kiss. You know what I mean? So I'm very excited about that. Like, I don't know about you. That will be simply amazing. And gaming wise, I want to do more writing. Like, now that I have a little more free time, I've been scheduling in writing sessions, like for me, writing sessions, and I have been doing some writing. I can show you guys actually. I have an actual writing notebook. This is my writing journal #1. So long have I been trying to do writing journals, but now that I actually know what I want to do, I've just been adding stuff, and I've actually color coded it. Like, not that one. Where's, like, I have a cream colored one here, and then I have a darker one there. Those are two projects that I'm working on. I have been really enjoying writing in this. I'm off camera. I like how I'm looking at the screen, but I'm so far off. Like, it's amazing. I'll stay a little bit to the right. I've just been really enjoying this. This is the Leuchtturm A6. That seems wrong. I actually don't know what size this is. Where did I even get this journal from? This is pocket sized. So, I mean, it's pretty good. I've also been adding pen tests, like color tests to it. So, isn't that so cute? She's really nice. I've also added my projects here. Amazing. I've just been having so much fun writing, and this one is kind of where I thought I would really want to write with using an A5 one. So this is what I wrote, and I just decided to add it because, well, I'm folding it all wrong, first off. Like, I've just been wanting to, like, I love the idea, and I'm so glad I started doing this, but, like, actually using this to write out my thoughts and, like, what I really want to do for a book. But I'm realizing that I write so much in, like, one go that feel like I'm almost wasting paper. And so I have this one. This is the bullet journal, and I actually use it to write out all my tasks and everything, including a books read. This is all the books I read in June. And then July, I had a really bad reading month. Like, I only read 7 books in July. August, I feel like, I think I was just in a slump, and I, for some reason, feel like I'm always in a slump around that time of the year. Like, around, like, maybe the April, May, June, July months, I'm in a slump, which is really weird if you think about it. Like, out of all the months that I could be slumping in, it's those few months. And I hate that. September I did really well, 17 books. What about August? August, I have a receipt falling out, and it's gone. Bye-bye. Where's my August TBR? My August, I read 12 books. So I went from 7 books in July to 12 books in August. And then September, I think I just said 17. So, yeah, 17 books, which is really good. October, I haven't written it down. In this book, I haven't written anything down, but I really need to. Anyway, I'm back to the writing thing. I these live streams have no structure, if you're wondering. This book is just, let me go to a blank page before I dox myself. I don't know. If you can see, this is really small, you know, and I'm really happy about the pocket size, and I think the pocket size has definitely helped me realize that I have a lot to say about writing. I have a lot, and I also really enjoy writing with the bullet journal, like the bullet journal notebook. Like whenever I'm writing my tasks, I feel just really productive with this. Um, Even though I'm technically not using this bullet journal in 2026, kind of like I feel like I definitely want to finish this, but I also want a new fresh notebook for 2026. That because I started this in June, technically July. So I don't really know. Like I don't know if I want to finish this notebook like from 2020 like 5 to whatever month in 2026. I might do that because this is really just a task notebook. Um, anyway, but back to the actual notebook. I really enjoyed the bullet journal kind of like papers. I like the fact that there's not much like in the beginning, like the very first pages, we have a like task, like what to do here, um, like how to categorize your tasks, and I did like color coding. I have a multi-pen, so I color coded like what I want to do. And then it goes, this is technically an index, but if you see here, I white it out. You can't really see it because this is a cream colored tape runner, or I don't, a whiteout, you know, runner. I don't know what it's called, but they only had like 2 to 3 actual pages of index, and I really like that because for this one, the pocket one, when I was writing, they just add the content pages, and I'm not the type of person to write content, so I don't really care for that. I do need to see like the other notebooks for the Lloyd's term, but I just I don't know. I feel like I prefer the big ones, and the little page I keep closing it and opening it back forth. It's really stupid. This page. I forgot this notebook when I went out, and so I ended up writing in here, and then I ripped it out and added it to this page, so this book, so, you know, I did that. I did that. My big brain. But yeah, I just realized that I really enjoy writing in this. It's like nice. The pages are really smooth. Feathering wise, in terms of my fountain pen, unfortunately, I find that Lloyd's term feathers a little too much in my opinion. Um, where is my fountain pen? Oh yeah, it's still on my pencil case. I have the pilot vanishing point. This is my literal holy grail, if you will. Pilot vanishing point, the radon. I don't know how to say it, but I write in fine, and I've been using. Let me go get it. I've been using. So from Hawaii, I didn't bring many of my actual inks, but I do have these inks as well as more coming. And that I bought more inks, not this one. I bought more inks, I bought more that are on their way. What happened here? And then I brought this one to Boston from Hawaii. Isn't that amazing? What a multitasker. Like I just did I need to bring it? Not really, actually. But I have currently inked in my Holy Grail Pilot Vanishing Point Radon. I don't know, but it's this nice, like, look at that. It's seriously a Holy Grail to me. It writes so smooth. Like, I don't know what they made it out of, but it's great. But in that, I have the platinum carbon ink in black, carbon black. I don't know. Um, and it's great. I don't know where I have left, but I do have a lot left. Um, should I be wearing white? No. I don't think so. But I have that. This one, I don't know if I will really re-ink it again, but I really do enjoy it. So I have this that I brought from Hawaii, and then I conveniently haven't opened it, so that really tells you where I'm at in life. But I have this ink. It's the Diamine Blue Black. This is the Archival Registers ink, and I've been wanting to use more blue inks. I have the Mont Blanc blue ink from Hawaii, but I didn't bring that. I decided not to bring that over. So I need to open this and I need to start using it. I think my plan is to maybe switch this out to a blue ink, but we'll see about that. You know, I feel like this is like the good ink. I don't know. And you, what are you doing? You want to say hi? Come here. La 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 la. Oh my god, look at this boy. He's so cute. He's purring. He's purring. I think he's been in a few live streams. I actually don't know, but anyways, I also have Diamine inks. These are smaller ones, so I feel a little better. But I have Diamine Oxblood, which is a red kind of ink, and I have Evergreen, which is a green, olive green-ish. And I've been really liking greens, and I've been really liking frogs. So I'm really happy that I got Evergreen. I don't know why, but yeah, I have these Oxblood and Evergreen. Those are new, and obviously the Registrar's Blue Black ink. But like, I don't know. I feel like the feathering has gone really intense for some of these. Like, I cannot show you guys because it's my work planner, but sometimes it feathers a little too strongly, in my opinion. And I don't know how I like about it, but I just have to get used. So I don't know if it's just because it's a pilot vanishing point, and my cat is really misbehaving. Sir. I have cabinets right here, and I've had to child lock these cabinets because of this cat. This cat right here, he gets into it. I don't know how, but he's got the strength apparently. Yeah, that's it. That's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. The fact that I've been writing more and I really want to continue writing more. I think for me, writing, it was just so tough because I was academically writing and I didn't really enjoy that. That's kind of why I don't want to continue with my schooling. It's because I'm not an academic writer. And I know it's crazy as an English major, as a former English major now that I've graduated. I just didn't enjoy writing. I really didn't. I really did not. So now I finally have the time for creative writing. I would love to do vlogs and like writing sprints about it. I want to talk about what I'm actually doing. My cat opened another cabinet. Can you stop, Olive? You crazy boy. Whoop. It's a cat, and he's a troublemaker, and he does a big stretcher. Look at this belly. Come on, up you go. So I really want to do more writing. That's for sure. But let's actually talk about the books that I read in October because it's been 30 minutes and I've been talking about literally nonsense. I don't know what I've been talking about, but I've talked about everything and nothing about books. So let's actually get started with the cat. Can you guys still hear me with this cat in the way? Okay, and now he's guys. Let's actually start with what I read. So the first book I finished in October was Shadow Princess, which is book 4 in the Zodiac Academy series, and by Caroline Peckham and Susanna. Give it a moment, it's loading. Suzanne Valenti, and I enjoyed it. But can we talk about the fact that Zodiac Academy is like 12 books long? I know that includes all the novellas and everything, and the short stories and whatnot, but it is forever. And I know I technically read Throne of Glass series in like a weekend or something back in high school, but I don't know if it's just that I'm older now and I cannot read a whole series, 12 books. They're about like 400 pages, 600 pages each. This book was 700 pages, okay, guys? I don't know if I have that mental capacity anymore to read thick romances like this, okay? Fantasy romances, because 724 pages was crazy for me. And I am enjoying the series. Like, I'm telling you guys this now. I need to pick up book 5, and it's already the end of October. Like, I have not read or like continued reading the Zodiac Academy series because it's just so long. Like, it is long. It is too long in my opinion. But like I need to finish it. I will admit that I need to finish it, and I haven't because I haven't. I will admit that series is just, it's a little crazy for me. And I feel like, especially with like book 3 and book 4, like, no, not really book 3 and book 4. It's really the first 4 books so far. It's the fact that all we're seeing is them getting revenge, like, the twins, Darcy and Tori, getting revenge on the 4 guys, the 5 guys, 4 or 5. I forgot how many guys. It's Darius, Seth, Max, and I think one more guy. What? Who? Huh? Who? How? What? Where? When? Why? I'm forgetting. I need to. Okay. Alright. I need to just. Let me find it. I can find what their names are. I can find it. I promise I can find their names. Darius, Seth, Max. But there's a 4th. I know. Here we go. Darius, Caleb, that's his name. Caleb. Darius, Caleb, Seth, and Max. They're like getting revenge on the 4 guys. And then the 4 guys get revenge on them, and back and forth. And like, I feel like we're finally getting somewhere with like actual the romance part of the romantasy of these series. Like, obviously we had Orion and Darcy? No, Tori. By the way, my brain kept thinking of Orion of Orion. I don't know why. Every time I read his name, it's always Orion. My brain is burning. But I like them as a couple, and I like that they're together. They just fit each other really well, and so I really enjoyed their romance. And I already know who Darcy gets with, and I already know who she gets with. Okay, I know. Should I? No. Am I? Yes. But I just like, I don't know. I know who she ends up with, but I don't know when it is. And we are already book 4. I need to read book 5. So book 5 out of 9 books, excluding the novellas, I need to start. I have 4 more books left. We're just gonna say that. I have 4 more books left, and we have not gotten the romance between Darcy and him. and we have 4 books left. Like, I don't know what it is about it, but I just hate the fact that it's taking this long to actually get to the romance. And I think that's one of the reasons why it has put me off of actually reading it, is because I just think it's a little too long for me. And don't get me wrong, I will read it. I will. I will get to the point where I will read it. Okay? I will. I will. I will read it. I promise I will read it. Anyways, let's actually move on because I've been chatting about Zodiac Academy and being irritated about that. It's the fact that it's so long. Next, I'm gonna drink water. Actually, this is a soda. It's not water. I don't know why I said water. Next, I started Hopelessly Romantic by Barbara Freethie, and it is book 1 in the Ocean Shores book. And this one I gave 3 stars. By the way, Shadow Princess I gave 4 stars. It's a good series. It's just a long series. Anyway, this book I gave 3 stars. This is a small town romance. And it is Grumpy Sunshine. I think she's staying in her sister's apartment while the sister goes on her honeymoon. And oh, there's Cat too. Hi, Zoe. And I think I did technically write a review, a small review, teeny tiny review for this, and all I wrote was the fact that their chemistry was kind of like meh. I just felt like they were better off as like friends. At the end of the book, like this is something that like I like have the opinion like sometimes romances just don't need to continue. Like once if they ever get to like the Act 2 breakup, Act 3 breakup, not Act 2, my bad. They don't really need to like get together. I don't. I'm like looking at my review. Yeah, I don't know. Like I literally talk about the fact that the chemistry between them were lacking, and like yeah, it was somewhat fun. Like the one thing that I found fun was John and Maggie's relationship, which is kind of like a side story of the side story, and we kind of get like hints and whatnot, but there was like I feel like no active conclusion to John and Maggie's story. Where was that? You know what I mean? Where was it? I wanted to enjoy that like hopelessly romantic, and I don't know if I think I saw it on Instagram, either one of the other books, but I just didn't enjoy it as much as I thought. Like it is closed door, and that's not the issue. The issue was the fact that they just didn't have as much chemistry that like I was hoping for. So yeah. Okay, we'll move on. Next, I read Halfling by S.E. Wendell, and this is book 1 in the Monstrous World series. This is a fantasy romance. It's basically an orc, a half human, half orc, and a human. And I really enjoyed this. I gave it 4 stars. I had a lot of fun reading this. The chemistry was chemistrying. I thought it was great. It's definitely one of those books that like first off, it's a monster romance, so like if you don't enjoy monster romances, you know, you probably won't like it. But I had a lot of fun because I feel like the let's wait until the Auric. I thought he was a great MC and MMC male main character. I really enjoyed him. He was great. He was very. I feel like he was just so attentive, honestly, and like I really enjoyed the fact that like every time we got to his kind of point of view, it was just Yeah, he was a great male main character, and our female main character, I'm looking for her name, Sorcha. She was honestly really fun. She was very like I honestly need to review the story again, but I had a lot of fun. She basically gets kidnapped and sold into like oof, oof. Basically, she's taken as a captive into his camp for his chief. However, Auric helps her escape and helps her travel back to where she is from. And during the period that they're traveling together, they have fun together. And like it obviously they kind of like hated each other, or she was like very distrusting of him because he's like, your kind kidnapped me. And but then she realizes that actually Auric is, because he's a halfling, he's kind of like not very connected with the group because they kind of see him as an outsider too, unfortunately. But we're seeing him as like a new character, and I really enjoyed it because his inner monologue was really cute and really nice. But honestly, also the chemistry between Sorcha and Auric was just amazing. Like that, this was one of the books that I really enjoyed, and I feel like it. Whoa, hello. My cat has entered his Amazon box, or whatever box that is. I honestly don't remember. Next, by the way, since I moved to Boston, I've been really enjoying audiobooks. And I think it's because I have to commute to work. So I've been reading a lot of romances, just a lot of audiobooks. And this book, Always a Bridesmaid by Aaron Clark. I'm merging words now. It's really annoying. I had a lot of fun. I gave it 4 stars, and I read this on Audible Plus, and I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. It was really cute. I found the chemistry pretty good between our characters. They were a lot of fun. She's basically a bridesmaid for hire, and he thinks that like, oh, you're a bridesmaid for hire, you're kind of ruining it for bridesmaids all around the world who have to do the work. But what she really does is like eases off a lot of the burden that a bridesmaid must figure out and help do, but also the bride she takes off the burden of other brides. So she like does a lot of work, to be honest, and we're kind of seeing her, I forgot her name, Randy, there you go, Randy, um help Will's friend and bride get married, and we're kind of seeing how Will and Randy sort of have pretty good chemistry, and how Randy's helping the bride do things and like manage like the kind of like, she wants to be friends with the bride, but then like she's just a for hire technically. And we're seeing a lot of like honestly really real human emotions. I am stuttering all through heck. I don't know what is happening, but this was just definitely an audiobook that I really enjoyed. I was reading this. I don't know if I teared up. I don't think so, but this was a lot of fun. It really was. And it's dual narration, so it's really cool. I actually, the male narrator, Andrew Aiden, I've read his other books before, like the books that he's narrated before, and I would say I definitely really enjoy his narration. My nose is like, it's like really itchy, and I kind of need to sneeze now, and I'm trying not to. Ah. Honestly, now that I'm realizing it, I don't think I read that many books. Like, I would say maybe over 10, which is pretty common. Like, but like some of these are also really short stories. Anyways, we're gonna move on to the next book right after this sip. I'm gonna try not saying every book, but these are definitely books that I enjoyed or like I kind of want to talk about. Next, I read Bourbon and Lies by Victoria Wilder, and this was really good. It was on my Kindle Unlimited, like, I added it to my Kindle Unlimited, and so I had it, and it was just sitting there, but I finally read it. It's really good, and I really enjoyed it. The chemistry was there, I really enjoyed that. I like the bourbon aspect. They're like, the family makes bourbon and they're really well known for their bourbon in this small town, but they're also really known for the curse. This series is called The Bourbon Boys. This one is book one, and I really like, basically the series is about the boys, the brothers, and them finding their romances. And I really enjoy it because they have this like curse where, like, the women that they love all end up in fatal accidents, which is crazy to, like, that's crazy to even believe in those curses, but like, it was just so well done. And I feel like the characters by Victoria Wilder were really good, and I was like hearing different mixed reviews about this book, but I actually had a lot of fun reading it, and I really liked the bourbon side of it. And another thing is like reading about how, like, she's kind of figuring out, like, oh, he's actually so much different than I thought it would be. Like, because this is definitely a grumpy sunshine kind of thing, and this was just another like good example of like grumpy sunshine written well. Because I really, really, really enjoyed this one. This was good. You know what I mean? Next, I read Something Brewed This Way Comes by Tansy Applewood. This is book one in the Hollow Hearth series, and I give it 4 stars. It's a fantasy romance, monster romance, I would say, and it's on Kindle Unlimited. I had a lot of fun with this. This was a lot of fun, and it's short. It's about 250 pages, and it's very smutty. It's very smutty. Like, I feel like that's honestly the whole plot of it. Not really, but sort of. And I had a lot of fun with this because he is sort of in a curse. He, not sort of, he is cursed by this witch that cursed him like a millennia ago, or however long, thousands of years ago. And so the female main character kind of like breaks his curse, and along the way, it's super smutty. It's nodding, you know? And I just there was a scene where that happens, and I just like, I had fun. Anyway, moving on. Next, I read the Scared Sexy series. I think that's what it's called. Um, it's an Amazon original series, by the way. It's all on Kindle Unlimited, which is really nice. It's an Amazon original, and it's a series of like different authors writing about romances, basically. And the first one is Hot for Slayer by Ali Hazelwood, which I gave 5 stars. They're all short stories, novella length, and I really enjoyed Hot for Slayer. Basically, and a vampire hunter has amnesia, like, loses his memory for a little while, like maybe a day or two, I don't remember. And it's about the vampire hunter and the vampire. I had just so much fun. It was just, yes. It was so good. And what's interesting is that I've been hearing a lot of mixed reviews about Hot for Slayer in particular. Like, for some reason, out of the whole Scared Sexy collection on Amazon, I Hot for Slayer is the one that I've heard the most on, like, Instagram and whatnot, of people like kind of disagreeing. And like Reddit as well. The Reddit romance series, like, Reddit romance group. I don't know what they're called, but like, people were saying like, why, but like, honestly, I feel like it was really good. Like, it's one of those novellas that are short and sweet and kind of nice. Like, I had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed both of them. It's like not super smutty, but when it happens, and it was great. What's interesting is I really enjoyed her other Ali Hazelwood's other Amazon original story, like, series, where, like, you know, grouped series of different author. It was for winter. It was called Cruel Winter with You. I really enjoyed that. Like I feel like her novellas are really nice. So I really enjoyed Cruel Winter with You, which came out last year in December, I believe, November or December. I don't remember. And I really enjoyed this one, Hot for Slayer. It was good. Like I feel like her novellas are really good. And I mean, Ali Hazelwood is definitely an autobiography author for me. I really enjoy her books. I definitely need to read her recent ones because I keep forgetting. But anyway, these ones I'm not going to give a review on. I read Rookie Season by Leah Brunner, and that's book one in the Hockey Boys of Loft 3B. It's a hockey romance. I mean, it's in the series name, but I really enjoyed it. It's on Kindle Unlimited. I had a lot of fun with it. It's she's like a ballerina teacher, and I feel like it's such a good pairing. I feel like ballerina and sports player is just kind of really popular for some reason these days, but I really enjoyed this. This is new. This is a new book and a new series, so I'm definitely really excited about the other books in the series. Next, I read Be With Me by Gabrielle Sands. It's a mafia romance, and I had fun. I gave it 4 stars. I think this is I don't remember, but yeah. Next, I read Falling by Christina Lauren, and I gave this 4 stars. This is book two in the Scared Sexy collection, and I had fun. 4 stars. It was okay. It wasn't my favorite, but this was definitely like one of the favorites in my opinion. Like definitely Ali Hazelwood, definitely Falling are probably my two favorites out of the collection. Um, Next, I read Ready or Not by Cara Bastone. I borrowed the audiobook on Libby, and it was good. I gave it 4 stars. I had so much fun. The narration was amazing. Basically, our main character gets pregnant from a one night stand, and this is definitely more contemporary, but with like a side of romance. And I really enjoyed this because the narration was great. The narrator is amazing. 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed I'm so glad I got this on audiobook because I feel like it made it all worth it. Um and I really enjoyed the two male main characters. This is not a three whatever you call it, a love triangle. It's not. Um so I forgot our main character. What is her name? I forgot. But the male main characters I wrote right here, so I'm able to the male main character, the one she ends up with at the end. His name is Shep. He was amazing. Okay, he is I could give him 5 stars, but if I had to include the plot, it's a 4 star. So this book is a 4 star. But Shep was just amazing. I had a lot of fun with him. And Ethan, the guy she has a one night stand with, is also really great. Yeah, he seems a little shifty in the middle and maybe the beginning, but he's just a solid guy. I feel like he was just great. And as a character in the book, he was great. And I feel like he kind of redeems himself. There are certain areas where it feels like it would have been a concern, but in the end, I feel like I really just enjoyed it because Ethan was such a great guy. Shep, obviously, who she ends up with, is just amazing. And she is also amazing. She's funny. And I feel like she's funny because the narrator was funny. She was great. Next, I read the third book in the Scared Sexy collection, which is Spicy Little Curses by J.T. Geisinger. Geisinger. How did I? Geisinger. Now that I've said her name out loud or their name, it sounds weird in my mind. How have I said it before? I don't know, but I gave that 4 star. It was okay. It wasn't my favorite. I don't even know what it's about anymore. Oh, I remember now. 4 star. It was okay. Again, I feel like the only one that I really, really enjoyed was Ella Hazelwood's one. So yeah. Next, I read Wicked Ends by Mila Kane. This is book 4 in the Hellions of Hade Harbor. And I didn't read book 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. I just read this one, and it was a 3 star because it was just honestly, I don't know how to explain it. It was just a 3 star. It was not my favorite. Next, I read. By the way, that's Kindle Unlimited. Next, I read Fire and Icing by Savannah Scott, and this is book one in the Firemen of Waterford, TN. Um, Waterford Town, Tennessee. I don't know what TN means. I don't ask me. Don't. I give this 4 star. It's on Kindle Limited. It's really good. It's a fireman romance, fireman and baker romance. I really enjoyed it. They also go on to this reality TV baking show, which was really fun. I really enjoyed it, where they have to pretend to be in a relationship and anything fake dating. It's just great, and I really enjoyed that. Next, I read Sweet Captivity by Julia Sykes. This is book one in the Captive series. It's on Kindle Limited, and I gave it 3 stars. It was okay. It's where she is kidnapped and basically gets Stockholm Syndrome. And out of all the kidnapping romances I've read, this was average. Next, I listened to Two Can Play by Ali Hazelwood, and I bought this on audiobook. This one, I think you can find it on Spotify, or you can probably find it on Audible as well. But I give this 5 star. It is a short romance. It was great. 10 out of 10. It was short and sweet, and I really enjoyed it. Do I wish it was fleshed out a little more? Yes, but for its length, for the way it was written, definitely a 5 star for me. Next, also on audiobook, I read Miles and Miles of You by Jennifer Bonds, which is book one in the Heart series. This is a 4 star, and I got it on Audible with my own credit, and it was great. I had a lot of fun. It's a road trip romance where she used to be his assistant. He's a billionaire CEO, like he's one of the CEOs, and the Heart series is the brother Hart brothers, and this is one of the brothers, obviously, and this was great. I had a lot of fun. Next, I read the cruelest. It's called Cruelest Contract by Cora Brent. This is 4 star. I mean, yes, this is a 4 star book for me. But this is The Storms I Ranch, which is I think is book one. It is book one. What am I saying? I think this is a new book, so this new series, so it hasn't. Yeah, book two has not come out. I gave it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. It is a mafia cowboy romance, which I have never heard of, and I don't think people really have heard of. But this was great. Like this I had a lot of fun with. It is a mafia romance, arranged marriage sort of situation, but they are kind of obsessed with each other in a way that uh, this is romance is like not really arranged because they both kind of chose each other in some ways. Like I don't want to get into it because it is slightly spoilery, so I will avoid it. But I had a lot of fun. It was great. Next, I read Holopene and Airpene by Holly Wild, and this is not a 5 star. What the hell? This both the books are 4 stars. They're on Kindle Limited. That's all I'll say. Next, I read the I either wait, hold on. Okay, I read the third, fourth. No, I didn't. I read the fourth, fifth, and sixth book of the Scared Sexy collection. Book four is My Boyfriend. Dear Lord. Also, I think that's wrong. I read. Okay, these are all out of order now because they used to be in order. When I read them in order, but Goodreads doesn't do the order thing. Like that's not how it works for Goodreads. So, whatever it is, no clue what the order is. But the fourth book on this Goodreads list is My Boyfriends Are All Monsters by Kimberly Lemming, which I gave 3 star. It isn't a reverse harem in any way, I don't think, but I honestly just thought it was alright. It was average for me. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? But it was great. Like, I enjoyed it, but out of the whole, like, Scared Sexy collection, I thought this one was all right. And that also goes with Beautiful Nightmare by Katie Robert, which I also gave 3 star. It's a sleep paralysis demon where she does like she kind of like the man she's scaring, they fall in love. I how do I explain that? I don't even know at the moment, but I feel like this one doesn't deserve to be on this list. It needed to be like a longer novel and not a novella. Like I feel like it was just cut too short, and that's why it's a 3 star. But like if it was a lot longer, like if Katie Robert wasn't a part of this, but like if she wrote this herself in a longer format, if you will, I feel like I would have enjoyed it a lot more. Um, I enjoyed it, but it just should have been longer, is what I'm trying to actually say. Am I saying it right? No, I'm not. Next and last in the series, I read Space Vampire by Ruby Dixon. This one I really enjoyed. So, Hot for Slayer and Space Vampire are definitely my favorites, and maybe Falling. Maybe Falling. I don't remember. I don't. The brain is not braining. But Space Vampire is where our female main character is captured by aliens and she's a pet, and the male main character is an alien, but also a vampire, and he is set loose in the ship, and they both have to escape these aliens because the aliens are bad guys, but the vampire and the human, they're good, and it was great. And I'm very bad at explaining books, but I really enjoyed this. Like Space Vampires was definitely very good. Hot for Slayer was really good, and Falling, I'm actually gonna click on the book because I forgot what this book is. Oh yeah, I remember right now. Yeah, it's a vampire one. I That's why I need to click on the caption. Like that's why I need to click on the book. Next, I read Sawyer by Jessica Peterson. This is book 3 in the Lucky River Ranch, and I really enjoyed this. All the books are their names, the brothers' names, the family names. Book 1 was Cash, book 2 is Wyatt, book 3 is Sawyer, book 4 is Duke. Duke, I'm really excited for. I don't know if it's out yet. No, it's not out yet. Oh, okay, it's not out yet. It comes out in December, which is okay. Like it's close. And the book and then book 5 is Rider, which is coming out in 2026. So, I'm patient. But I really enjoyed it. It's a cowboy romance. It's a small town romance, and they're both single parents, and their children, their daughters, are friends as well. And I really enjoy it. I like the fact that they're friends, and that's why the Sawyer and whatever her name is, I forgot already. You know me. Um, I also, it doesn't really say her name in the description. So the female main character and Sawyer, they have a one night stand, and months later they discover that um, they're both single parents, and later on their daughters become friends, and they start seeing each other a lot more because of their daughters. And I really enjoyed this. I thought it was great. I At that point, by the way, I haven't really been reading a lot of books recently. I've only read. I'm almost at the end of my list, by the way. I kind of had a slump from the 17th to the 24th. I had been reading this book a long time. Um, especially with my schedule now, I feel like I'm on and off reading, and which sucks. Like I read every day, but I don't finish books as fast as I used to, which is sad. Next, I read Sex Symbol by Lauren Lynn Page. This is book 1 in Hollywood Heat, and I give this 4 stars. It's on Kindle Unlimited. I don't know if I'm gonna read book 2. I mean, I might. You never know. But I had fun with it. It wasn't bad. It was fun. It was very fun to read. They both meet each other at a party years ago, and then they years later she's an assistant film filmer for a movie, and he's the actor. And I had fun with this. Like, yes, it was good. It was short, and that's kind of what I enjoyed about it. 4 stars. Yeah. Next, I read Seeing Red by Bailey Hannah in the Wells Ranch Book 2. And I had a lot of fun with this. It is a pregnancy trope romance, and I feel like pregnancy trope is like such a big like deal, but like I enjoy pregnancy romance. I feel like when it's done well, when it's done well, it's done pretty good. Like this was definitely one of them. I really enjoyed it. It's a kind of like a enemies to lovers romance, not in a bad way, not in like a super enemies ish, but it was good. I gave this 4 stars. Like this definitely is one of the books that I like had a lot of fun with, and so that definitely Seeing Red I had a lot of fun with. Book 1, Alive and Wells, was also really good, but it wasn't my favorite. Like I gave that 4 stars, but that one was like a low 4. Seeing Red was definitely a high 4 star, which is like really good. What else? I'm trying to like. Honestly, I don't remember. I'm trying to hydrate because I'm really struggling, honestly, to speak. I think we can tell. Also, I'm trying to navigate my tabs. Sometimes I just have too many. Yeah, and I finished that 5 days ago. I haven't. I stopped. I like kind of stopped breathing too. After that, and lastly, I read Play Along by Liz Tomford, which is book 4 in the Windy City series. This series is literally my favorite. I feel like this sports romance series, different sports by the way, it is just so good. I absolutely loved Kai. And the fact that I finally read this, by the way, it came out like last year, I think. And it just took me so long to read it because I was struggling to like, it just got so popular that like, for me, whenever a book gets really popular, or a series gets really popular, I just don't read it until like a year or multiple years later. Like Zodiac Academy got super popular in like 2020, and I finally read it. We don't talk about that fact that I'm in a Zodiac Academy slump, but we'll move on. Yeah, Play Along, it like came out last year, I think, and I finally read it. Like, and I don't regret it. Like, I honestly, like, when I read a good book and it came out like a year ago and I didn't read it because it was just too popular, I regret, like, waiting. But, like, reading it now, it was just so good. I'm actually going to a book event for the, like, special editions of The Right Move, and oh, I'm blanking on what? Shoot, I forgot the name. When do I not? Mile High and The Right Move. There you go. She is doing a book event here in Boston, and I'm going to it, so I'm very, very excited. And I really need to read Rewind It Back. Yep, Rewind It Back, and it published in May. So I need to read that, and I'm very, very excited for it. It's gonna be great. And it's on Kindle Unlimited, by the way, but I have the ebooks for it. Audiobooks. Nope. Physical books. There you go. I finally got there. So I'm really excited. I finished that on the 28th, and yeah, that is literally the last book I read. Finished, at least. Yeah, and we're at the end. Can you believe it? I am. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay, apparently I read a lot more books than I thought. Hear that? So yeah, I read a lot more books than I thought, but I had a lot of fun with this live stream. I feel like whenever I'm talking about the books, like, and I'm not cutting things out, yeah, I wish I could cut out all my stutterings, but we can't. But I had a lot of fun. Like, this was fun. I definitely want to do more. I think the next live stream, bookish wise, I might do a reading sprint, but honestly, next time I might do a writing sprint and like talking about all my writing, because I would actually like to do a writing related video or sprint soon. And yeah, but can I just say thank you guys all for coming? I'm very thankful you guys decided to stop by. And yeah, it's getting late and I'm definitely hungry and I'm definitely gonna go eat. But tomorrow I'll be with live again. I'll be live tomorrow again with Tiny Bookshop. I'm actually playing a game. Oh my goodness. And I'm really excited. So I hope you guys stop by for Tiny Bookshop tomorrow at 1 p.m. EST. So yeah, see you guys all then, and thank you guys for coming. And I will see you guys all tomorrow. Wow. Tiny Bookshop, guys. All right, I'll see you guys. And if you guys enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up. And I hope you guys subscribe for more live streams. And also, hopefully soon, a actual video. But we'll see. All right, guys. Bye. I'm not doing this well. Hold on.